What's up, brother? Mixing up a little bit of deer venison here. I just want to talk to some of you might not know, much about mixing up meat and stuff like that. I know a lot of you do, a lot of you don't. But what's going on here, I want you to notice this coarse meat. I've run this through the grinder one time through the coarse plate, and I have about 27% beef fat in this particular meat, and so that's what I like to run. I mean, what it does, when you cook it out in the skillet, you're gonna start seeing some beef fat cooking out in the skillet. You're gonna smell the aroma of beef coming up, okay? And even before I put it to this stage, it has been in a walk-in cooler for a week or more, and I leave it in there until I can't smell anything anymore on the meat. It's just simple as that. And then that's when I start processing them. Now this meat right here has been through the small plate on the grinder, and you can see what it looks like. I mean, it's just like beef you buy at the store or whatever. And this is nothing but venison and beef fat mixed together. And so you can do this at your home. I mean, you don't have to have a walk-in cooler. You can take a refrigerator with racks in it and lay your meat on the racks and put a drip pan under them where to catch the drippings, and leave them in there until the way I do it. I cut into that deep part of the back muscle on the back leg and smell of it, and if it doesn't have any kind of a smell to it, that's my key. It's ready to process. If it still has an odor of any kind to it, leave it in there till it'll stop eventually and go away. So that's just how I do it. I don't know how anybody else does or anything, but and that's what this has been done. And I did this I've got a walk-in cooler outside, but you can do this in a chest type freezer with ice in it. Put your meat up on top of the ice, don't let it get down into the water, and pull the plug out on it and tilt the cooler like this where the water will drain from your cooler, and leave it in there until it gets aged. Leave enough ice in there to keep it cold. You want it below 40 degrees, and it'll stay that way if you'll keep enough ice in it. And I'd leave it for a week, something like that, more than likely what's gonna take. But sometimes older deer take a long time, and it's just the way it is. I mean, they just tougher deer, and they older, been in rut and all that kind of mess, and so it takes a little bit longer on some deer. But you can do it in the ice chest, you can do it in a refrigerator. Just make sure you have a thermometer in there where you can tell what the temperature is. It needs to be below 40. And obviously you can do it in a walk-in cooler and hang them up. But our deer here in northeast Mississippi, they have a strong smell to them and also a strong taste to them. These are the ones I've ever messed with did, and I've been doing this for 48 years. And so I have just learned through others and through trial and error about aging them and getting that taste and smell out of there where you got something nice to eat when you take it and put it in the skillet. I'm fixing to turn this thing back on. This is the second round. That's all it is, 2 rounds. Go through your coarse plate. This plate right there, that's the big one. Go through there first and put your small plate on there. Clean this throat out a little bit when you got it out, what I do. Turn it back on, run it back through, you got this, okay? I'll take this and put it in pound packages and vacuum seal it. Date it. What it is, put it in the freezer and freeze it. So I'm gonna turn this back on and let you watch how this works. Just a little bit coming out of here, and we'll wrap this little short video up right quick. But and by the way, this is a older model Cabela's meat grinder. I really don't know what the power is on it. I bought it from somebody else and had it shipped here, and it's been running good ever since I got it. And of course I had I had one had a 42-inch throat on it from Bella's at one time, and we had a house fire here, and it burned everything up, and including my grinder. So anyway, I got this one after that ordeal happened. It's been doing a good job. I'm gonna say this thing's at least a 4 horsepower. It's got a pretty big engine on it. I mean, on the motor, it don't bog down very much. So I mean, it's pretty powerful. It's not the largest meat grinder by no means that they make, but it's on up there pretty close to the larger one. If this one ever tears up, I'm probably gonna get a Meat You Maker model. I've got their vacuum sealer sitting right there, and also their meat mixer. I really like it. It will hook to your grinder and mix your meat up for you, and then tilt and dump it out. So I think for like a little under $1,000, you can get the grinder and the mixer from Meat You Maker, and they stand by their product, man. My vacuum sealer went out on me, and I'd had it nearly a year. I didn't know what it was gonna do about it, but they told me ship it back, and they either try to fix it or send me another one. So they actually sent me a brand new vacuum sealer. I'm talking about a chambered vacuum sealer now, and I sent it back. And I've just heard good things about Meat You Maker company. I mean, they stand to their stuff. But anyway, I'm about to get this right here wrapped up, and then I'm gonna start packing it up and getting it back to seal and getting it back in the freezer. This is a client's deer. This is not mine. I do some processing for the public. I don't do a lot of it. I enjoy what I do. I don't want to really do a lot of it. I don't want to have to be in a hurry with it. I like to take my time with it, and I like to do it right, and where it's really something you're proud to have in your freezer that you can go get out without having to put a bunch of cover up, other kind of seasonings on it and hiding it and all this kind of stuff, trying to get the game flavor out. I understand some parts of the country don't have strong smelling and tasting deer. I've been heard too many people talking about it, but unfortunately in our area, they're not like that. I mean, you either gotta age these things proper, or put some kind of a cover up flavor on them or something in order to eat them. And I mean, everybody around North Mississippi knows what I'm talking about. You can ask any of them, they'll tell you the same thing. But anyway, that right there's got that wrapped up, and it's time to vacuum seal it up. Let me get this camera up here. I'll show you what. Look at there. Ain't that nice? So that's what I'm talking about. Man, you gotta get you a deer and get you a grinder of some type and find you some access to some beef fat, and you can do this right there in your kitchen if you want to at home, and not have to go out to the Kroger's or Walmart or wherever you go shopping and paying $5, $6, $7, $8, $10 packs of hamburger meat. Now I really don't know what it costs. We eat this pretty much all the time. Well, I hope you've learned a few things. Maybe I've shared a few things that'll help you out in the future of grinding your meat and taking care of your venison if you get one and stuff. You have a blessed day, and thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you hadn't did that. I appreciate it, and hit that like button. We out of there for today. Catch you next video.